Achieve mastery by understanding these 4 competencies. Hi, my name is Uchuduna Ikechukwu Franklin. I coach, I mentor, and then I support small business owners run a profitable venture from the comfort of their phones. Please, as soon as you're jumping into the broadcast, let me know where you're watching from, what city, what state. And if you're watching from outside of Nigeria, please let me know in the comment section. And as soon as you're getting value from this broadcast, smash those love reactions, pan those love reactions. And if you know anyone that this broadcast will be of immense benefit to, please hit the share button. Sharing, they say, is caring. Achieve mastery. Become proficient. Become competent by understanding these 4 learning models. You've heard it said times without number that every professional was once an amateur and every master was once a disaster. That was some years ago. I was part of a sales training. And then after these 2 weeks of intensive, learning how to present your products, your services and all of that, 2 weeks. That was in Ikeja. When we were running off, I was asked by she was actually a chief magistrate in Nigeria. She soon discovered that most of us that attended that particular event, we had this timidity around handling the microphone. If you can hear me, microphone. Most people really can't handle the microphone and then talk. So she said she was going to make a personal investment to get a public address system. And then on the day of our passing out, I was given the task to, give the validatory speech, the passing out speech. And lo and behold, dear Ike was found missing. Why? Because I was fearful of public speaking, super timid. I've never done it before. And after that particular experience, I soon discovered that if I continue the way I did, that I wasn't going to walk into my essence. I wasn't going to fulfill destiny, so to say. If you watch those that are really making the big money, they are talkers, fantastic communicators. Their posture is amazing. Their confidence is way through the roof. And I said I wanted to be like this person or this set of persons. And so I started to search. And it was in my search that I understood these 4 competencies that I want to share with you. Just in case you want to learn anything. Particularly if you are the one that has been wanting to do something extraordinary, something you've never done before, then these competencies or 4 learning models is going to help you. And the first learning model is actually in psychology is unconscious incompetence. Please, if you can hear me, drop in the comment section. Unconscious incompetence is when you soon just realize that, oh boy, for me to thrive in this social media space, I need to understand social media marketing. I just need to understand how Facebook works. I want to know how TikTok works. I want to know. You just need to. Because the education in school is different from the education in life. Please, if you can hear me, drop it in the comment section. The education you get in school is more like just feeding you information for you to come out and then get into the labor market and then you begin to look for a job. But if you want to walk the entrepreneurial path, you want to work for yourself, these are skills you need. So there is unconscious incompetence. You don't know what you don't know. You just soon come to the realization that, oh boy, for me to make my mark in this space, I need to learn public speaking. I need to be confident. I need to be postured and all of that. Please, if you can hear me, drop in the comment section. So there is unconscious incompetence. You don't know what you don't know. And then you come to the realization that I need to understand social media marketing. I need to understand public speaking. I want to be good with my copywriting or my sales persuasion when I write in a text-based format. So you are unconscious and you are incompetent. And that moves us to the next phase of learning, which is you are now conscious of the skills you need for you to prosper. Maybe you are a stay-at-home mom, maybe you are a stay-at-home dad, maybe you are a working professional looking to go the entrepreneurial path. Now you are conscious, but you are still incompetent. Please, if you can hear me, I'm talking about how you can begin to achieve mastery, leveraging these 4 competencies. Vitally important. Every master was once a disaster. Every professional was once an amateur. If you want to be atop your game in 2024, you need to learn what I'm sharing with you. Pay attention. So now you are competent. Now you are conscious, but yet you are still incompetent. So I soon discovered that I wanted to be a good speaker. So I went into the market. I bought books on public speaking. Speak to Win by Brian Tracy. Public Speaking by Dale Carnegie. I began to pay attention to those that I admired, those that I wanted to be like. There's a particular guy. Anytime I'm talking about Pastor Kule Soriyo, he was the very first person that I saw. There was just a whole lot about that guy that resonated with me. His confidence. He was the first Nigeria that first told me that if you must survive as a Nigeria in the entrepreneurial space, you must begin to create your own products and services. Before then, I never heard it. If you hear the guy talk on stage, excellent. The guy will create products on stage. He will market it. People will be falling over themselves to get his product. I just liked everything about him. And so I said, I want to be a great communicator. I want to work on my confidence. I want to work on my postures. My posture, I beg your pardon. Because education in school, or the skills you need in life, is different from the education you get in school. So I became competent. I became aware, but I was still incompetent. So there's unconscious incompetence and then conscious incompetence. You are aware that there are some skills you need for you to play aggressively in the marketplace. So I started to learn speaking. I started to pay attention to my tenses. I started to read books and then know authors by their names, authors of book, titles of books, chapters of books. I could read books and then remember what the author shared in chapter number 1, what the author shared in chapter number 2. I could just, photograph this information. And in the discussion, I'll just be discussing. I'll just, according to this author, that people will be like, how do you know all of these things? It's what I'm sharing with you. How you doing, Abiodun? Good to catch you in the broadcast. Vitally important. The skills you need in the marketplace is what I'm sharing with you. Pay attention to all of the guys that are successful. They are confident. They are great communicators. They understand how best to communicate their ideas. So if you want to be in that space, learn what I'm sharing with you. So I became competent in my knowledge of the things that I needed to possess in order for me to get a fair share of the market. Became competent, but I became conscious, but I was still incompetent. Then, which leads me to the third phase of learning, which is you are not competent, you are not conscious, and then competent. I could not speak, I could not form my own opinion, and then communicate this information intelligently. I started to win people into my space. You see, every master was once a disaster. Every professional you see today was once an amateur. It takes consciousness and then practice. I believe it was John Wooden who said that an amateur person practice until they get it right. But a professional keeps practicing until they can't get it wrong. That is the stage I am. And then as martial artist Bruce Lee will say that I don't fear the person that has practiced 1,000 kicks. I fear the man, I fear the woman that has practiced one kick 1,000 times. That is mastery. Please, if you can hear me, drop it in the comment section. That is mastery. I became conscious. I became competent. I struggled with writing. It was a challenge for me to write. How to write? How do I start up my writing? Okay, start with a quote. Start with a market research. Start with the statistics. I started to do all of those things. Most of the things you see me do online, I learned from what I'm sharing with you. And that leads me to the fourth phase of competence, which is unconscious competence. Please, if you can hear me, drop in the comment section. Unconscious competence. There's a particular lady, there are basically two of them now, inside of my confidence on camera Facebook group. They want to be better as it pertains. They are showing up on camera. They want to be putting out videos with respect to their brand and then their product. These were some of the things that I shared with them. I wasn't always like this. If you see my very first video, my first video or live video I did on Facebook was on the 21st of September 2018. I still remember because the lady that I mentored under, the lady that taught me everything that I know on Facebook, said, Ike, with all of this learning, if you want to be exceptional, you want to come out of the people's power, you need to start doing videos. He said, why? Because when you start doing videos, it puts you in the eyes of your audience members as a person of value, a go-to person, a trusted advisor. I was so scared. I said, okay, I will do. And that was how I did my very first video. Today, people see me and they just think that going live, my confidence, remembering books, authors, chapters, and all of that, that I was born with it. I wasn't. I learned it. So if you must gain mastery this year, start. It could be maybe you want to improve your writing. Even up to date. There are certain times I just check Google. What's the function of a semicolon? How do I use a semicolon in my articles? How do I use a colon in my articles? What's the function of parentheses? You know those things we learned in English we didn't really pay attention to. People are reading you. Experts, they come in here and they see all the stuff you are putting out here. They are always watching. John last night told the story of how he got a gig at LBS, Lagos Business School. It was night school, just giving pure value. I think the woman was in charge of a program at LBS. The woman was in the audience watching. And then 2 days after, he got an email. People are always watching you. That is the truth. So be mindful of the kind of content you are putting out here. Pay attention to your articles, the commas, and all of that. So I decided to jump in this evening to share these thoughts with you. Please let me know in the comment section if you got value from what I just shared with you. So if you're looking to, you want to achieve mastery, 4 competencies. First is you are unconscious, incompetent, and then you are aware. Moves you to the next stage, which is you are not conscious, but you are still incompetent. When you soon just discover that you need social media marketing to thrive in this space, and then you pick up a course and all of that, and then you begin to learn, which moves you to the third phase, which is the conscious competent. Now you are conscious and then you are competent. It was a struggle for me. I've been posting on Facebook since 2018 till date. I've not missed one day. So you will understand. I'm conscious and then I'm competent, and then where everybody should be is when you become unconscious, incompetent. They can call you anytime. They can call Abiodun, talk about nursing. She will just wake up 1 a.m., 2 a.m. and reel out everything that she has learned. She's unconscious, not fully aware, but because she has mastered it so much, wake her up any time of the day. She can talk about it knowledgeably and then intelligently. The same thing. If you're a network marketer, the same thing. Yes, unconscious. The first one is unconscious incompetence. Then you become conscious incompetent. Then you become conscious competent. Then you become unconscious competence. Whatever I just shared with you is psychology. You can Google it, check it up on Google. So if you want mastery, begin to work on what I just shared with you. You're in network marketing. Henry Quarry shared with us 7 skills in his book, GoPro, 7 steps to becoming a network marketing professional. The first skill there is prospecting, finding prospecting. The second skill there is invitation, getting people to see your project initiative and then the products you're offering. And then the third skill there is you must understand the place of presentation, to present. I've read the book times without number. What I'm sharing with you is what I'm putting to practice. So you must learn how to present whatever you are offering. And then the fourth skill he shared is follow up. You must be good with follow up. Too many of us are not making the money because we are not following up. And it's not just follow up but follow ups. I've talked about follow up many times. And then the fifth skill is you must understand the place of closing. You invited someone, you presented, then you followed up, then you need to know how to close the prospect by way of buying your product or becoming a business associate. And then the sixth skill now he shared in that book is the skill of training. We've talked about training times without number. If you're not training your people, don't blame them. Training is turning a trash into treasure. And then the seventh skill he talked about is the skill of promotion. And that is one skill too many of us are too many of us are still dragging our feet. Promotion. You see, most of these Nigerian musicians, they put out one track, one of their song, and they will use every platform. Look at what Nas Boy did now with his Umbrella song now. Just one song. The guy has been promoting that one song. That is what we should be doing. So I believe you've been richly blessed. I decided to jump in this evening and share these thoughts with you. It's a Saturday. I have a goal of going live Mondays through Saturday, Mondays, 6 days in a week. If I'm inspired tomorrow after service, I can just come in here, just share with you what I learned from service. I believe you've been richly blessed. Please help me share this broadcast so that more eyes will see and more ears will hear as to how to move from being a disaster to being a master, how to move from being an amateur to being a professional. Enjoy the remainder part of your day. Bye-bye.